Hey, it's Marty, 92.3 WIL Jinglefest tonight with Ryan Hurd. How's it going?
It's good, man. Happy to be here. Thank you for having us
Well,
tonight.
we, of course, are so happy to have you here. And it's funny, Michigan's playing tonight.
I know I generally look cooler than this, but I'm in the spirit of college football because it's a big game for Michigan. That's where I'm from. And but yeah, I'm excited to be playing some music. It's going to be amazing.
And then you're going to be off in time to watch the game.
I haven't even looked, but we're it's been really fun to get the band back moving and get the bus rolling a little bit, and we're pumped to be playing this show tonight, and then we're playing at Del Mar Hall in February. So this is an amazing place to play music, and yeah, after we play, then we'll see some football.
Right. Hey, you guys had a big win last week, though. I do want to talk a little football, beating Ohio State.
I mean, it hasn't happened very much in my lifetime, so it was just a really fun weekend.
Well, I mean, that was like Harbaugh's.
It was
either that or done after this year, I think.
I don't know. They had a good year. I truly was like one of those special moments as a sports fan, just because it hasn't happened very much in the last 15 years. So
soak it in. I mean,
yeah, we really did.
Yeah,
we soaked a lot of things in that night. Mostly champagne and beer. So
it's a good combo. Class.
Yeah, it was. It was
Class.
so fun.
Well, there's a big thing. There's a lot of questions folks have had tonight, and this is actually from Remy. He wanted me to ask you if Marin is here this evening.
Marin's not here.
Sorry.
So at this point,
Sorry,
we have a kid named
Right.
Hayes, and somebody's got to watch him. So half the time, I mean, truly, like if somebody leaves, somebody stays at this point. So, but it's been really fun, man, and we love traveling together and playing music together as much as we can, and we'll get to do that a lot because Chasing After You was such a fun thing that we never really expected to pop off like it did, and so it's just an excuse to get to play more songs together and sing together, and it's just been an amazing year.
Well, the cool thing, though, about Chasing After You, it was your first number one hit you've ever had as a singer on a song.
Yeah.
You've written a ton of number one hits.
Yeah, a handful of them, yeah, and I don't know. I think you always hope that something that you put out is going to be really successful, but I don't think anyone could have ever expected it to be what it has turned into. And I mean, to be platinum before it's even top 10 is crazy, and that's because of people like you playing it on the radio and everybody listening to it and loving it, and we're just truly thankful and blessed and just grateful to be here and being able to share the live version of it. Just me tonight, but we do love singing it together, and haven't sung with anyone else yet, so we're gonna have to see how we do that going forward.
I say, is Carly going to be singing tonight?
No, because she goes on after me. That's a lot of extra work. So I just asked the ladies in the crowd to sing it, right? I mean, that's a good move.
It's
a good strategy to get to But it's been just an amazing year, man, and that song has a lot to do with it.
The album Pelago is fantastic. That's one of those albums you can actually start and finish.
Thank you. I mean, that is a massive compliment, and again, you always hope that people like it. But it was an album that, once Chasing started taking off, the label kind of was like, you need to do an album, which I've been trying to do for years and years. And so I was like, oh, now? And it didn't rush through it, but we definitely had to we definitely had to push it.
Yeah.
And I'm really proud of the songs. I'm really proud of the way it turned out. And it's just been so fun to see the reaction.
But you and Marin have teamed up on a lot of things. Old School, Toby's new single.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean.
So that one came out of nowhere. That's an older song. That was like before we started dating even. We wrote that song together, and yeah, it's Toby Keith. I mean, that's enough said.
Right. Toby, what else can you say? What's it like in the Ryan and Marin Christmas house kind of thing? What do you guys got going on this Christmas?
Well, Hayes is going to be 2 in March, so however many months that is.
Can't count that high.
20-ish months. So the problem this year is that as soon as we put our Christmas tree up, he started breaking all the ornaments. He'd pick them up and just throw them on the ground. And so we had to take all the ornaments. Every single one he'd pick up, I'd take it and move it up top. So now we have a tree that has lights all the way up and down, but only ornaments up above 3 feet. So it looks ridiculous. But,
well, and you got the height. You can actually reach that high, though.
I mean, it's not a big tree, man. It's just it looks hilarious. And I kind of was thinking, this looks so stupid. But then in my head, I was like, actually, it's a very beautiful Christmas tree because it means that our kid's here. And I think it just makes me laugh every time I see it because it looks like it's just wearing a hat.
That's a perfect way to describe it.
Yeah.
And speaking, so I want to talk about
Like me.
like you right now, the clothing. It's like when you watch your Instagram videos, I always feel like you're in Denver, but really you're in Michigan.
Yeah.
It's amazing. It looks like it's the mountains behind you.
Oh yeah. Or actually, we live in Nashville, so
Right.
we live kind of in the woods a bit. We have but yeah, we have a cool little back porch that's kind of up in the trees a little bit. So, but yeah, it does look. I've always thought about like, what does this look like to someone who doesn't know what our house looks like, and it is cool to. I mean, I think that one thing COVID gave us was like we've never really hung out this much, and so getting to hang out and be like a relatively normal family for a year and a half has been incredibly special.
Did you learn something about Marin that you didn't know before?
You know, I don't know if I learned something that I didn't know, but I feel like I thought we would get sick of each other, and it's kind of cool to just still really enjoy being home together and really enjoying Hayes, and next year's going to be just wild.
Right.
But
I mean,
we're going to be
tour.
all over the
Yeah.
place, but you know, we just had we share a manager, and she told us the other day, she's like, this is how many days that you're both going to be gone. And it was sort of like a bit of a punch to the gut, but compared to the last 2 years, but it's just, man, we're ready to get those buses fired up, and we're ready to see everybody, and you know that we're going to figure out how to be, for the first time, like a traveling circus. So with a kid.
Right.
Which is awesome.
Might bring some family on the road.
We'll have plenty of hands. I'll tell you that. Plenty of hands.
Well, Ryan, thanks for doing this Jinglefest. It's back this year after a year off, but it's here tonight with Niko Moon, Ryan Hurd, Carly Pearce, Chris Janson, and Brett Young. Ryan, thanks, man. Appreciate you taking time.
Absolutely. Thank you guys for having us.